G'day and welcome to the box seat. I'm Pete Anthonys. It's a pleasure to be here once again. Looking forward to a very competitive card this Saturday at Ascot. Weather-wise, it's looking like a lovely day, 27 degrees and sunny. The rail is in the 5 metre position and I'm expecting a good 4 track, so that should give every horse every opportunity to win each race. The first race on the card, race 1 at Ascot, 12:48 is the kickoff. The Delorias Oberman 90th birthday handicap, it's over 1600 metres. And the horse that we're going to take a look at will be Bella's Idol, last seen at Ascot.
Rogan sent behind those black smugglers running on down the outside. At the 250, Pat Chirac accelerate. Now Express Flirt cuts loose for Pike. He gave it a little rub on the ribs and away went Express Flirt inside the 100. Put pay to them, send my love down the outside from Bella's Idol. But Express Flirt turned the race around within about 50.
That horse, Bella's Idol, finally got the bar shoes off last start, and after being well supported in its first run for this campaign, went to miss in the next 2, but it did have that bar shoe on. It now retains the service of Mitchie Pateman, and that's quite interesting given that he has ridden Avidus, my second pick, to 2 really strong performances over its last 2 starts. So for me, Bella's Idol, it was the best run so far for this preparation, and the last 400 metres was cherry ripe and has it begging for this 1600 metre distance. My second pick is Avidus. It does drop from Mitchie Pateman to Molly Clark, the apprentice, so Molly will have to utilise the barrier and go straight to the front and run along at decent sectionals to be able to get this Still Casey trained galloper another chance of winning. Third pick is Paddy's Shadow. It does have a little bit of a tricky gate from out there in 10, but it does have a very strong last 400 metres. And then finally the 3 New Age, which retains the services of Willie Pike. It has the 3rd best last start figure, and that should be good enough to be winning this race. It's a very even start to the card. 6 Bella's Idol on top from the 2 Avidus, 5 Paddy's Shadow, and the 3 New Age. Race 2 at Ascot comes at 1:28. It's the Eddie Turazzini 60th birthday handicap over 1,000 metres, and the horse in focus is She's Vital, last seen at Ascot.
Getting a cosy run and now spotting a bit of room. They've dropped off Copper Fury. McRoy starts its run. Sterling Estate headed. Speeding Comet at the 200. A length and a half to McRoy, charging down the outside. Coming between them, Santiago Gell. McRoy, Santiago Gell. Sterling Estate, they'll split the line together. Tight go, it's a head bobber.
She's Vital has recorded some really good results at Ascot over the 1,000 metres and hasn't been suited at starts at Pinjarra. And last start here at Ascot, it was blocked for a run in the straight and cost it vital momentum. I think from the wider draw, that will probably suit this galloper. It needs that galloping room and a bit of momentum to wind up in the straight. Second pick is Sterling Estate. It recorded a big last start figure, the best of this field, and settled outside the leader. It loomed large in the straight, but just fatigued late in its run. The One Night Voyage is just an ultra-consistent 1,000 metre horse. It ran its best figure at Ascot last start, and look, it really is its best chance at winning at this track, although I still don't think it's as suited as, say, Belmont. And then 4th pick, Kennedy. First start, no trial here in WA. It's a former Godolphin horse now with the Ganjimi camp, and we can see what they can do with a first starter. But I'll give it just a bit of a watch first up. For me, the 8 on top, She's Vital, from 12, Sterling Estate, the 1 Night Voyage, and 3, Kennedy. Race 3 at Ascot jumps at 2:08. It's the Happy Birthday Philip Botsis handicap over 1,100 metres. Our horse in focus for today will go back to its first start from last campaign. It's Yeah Darty.
Out there, probably in reasonable ground actually at the moment. The river behind it being followed then at the head of the others by Yeah Darty. Undisclosed though, still giving back as a pretty great sight here at the 200 metre mark. She'd kick 2.5 to 3 in front. He has to draw the whip on Floyd, taking a day. At the 100 though, it's Undisclosed, well clear. Floyd coming down the outside with Yeah Darty. Undisclosed is stopping, but it'll have enough in hand, and Undisclosed has beaten the favourite.
Yeah Darty is a versatile galloper. It can settle on speed, it can settle off speed. I suspect from the barrier it will be able to position itself just behind the leader, but this horse has immense ability. The only query is whether or not it is going to be ready first up, and it possibly is better suited over a softer ground, but Ascot's playing so well at the moment, I'm not sure it will be that big a factor. My second pick is Captain Sterling. Last start at Pinjarra, ran a huge 400 to 200 metre sectional, and it could well do the same here with a handy lead. Dan Stake on board, he's riding great at the moment, and if it gets a soft run up front, it could really be a nightmare to run down. The 3 Damn Ready, well, this horse has proved a revelation since returning to Ascot and just has been ultra consistent over the sprint distances. 1,100 metres does look its maximum journey. But having said that, it does draw well and retains the services of Mitchie Pateman. And my fourth pick is Snow Lord. Snow Lord's been ultra consistent again over this course and distance, but I just don't know whether or not it will be as suited from gate 1 as it was last start. But overall, the one on top, Yeah Darty, from 7, Captain Sterling, the 3, Damn Ready, and 2, Snow Lord. Race 4 at Ascot jumps at 2:43. It's the Tab Touch Better Your Bet handicap over 1,400 metres, and the horse in focus is Lord Ludlow, last seen here at Ascot.
Law Major as well, who's next to last with Sebring Spy. Brown went to work on Lord Ludlow. Down to the 200 they come. Lord Ludlow 2 comparative. Look at Superior Smile weaving its way through. Went back to the rail, joining in Universal May and Wanted Desire with a whirlwind run. Wanted Desire races up. Indominus gets clear. Big win.
This race does look a little bit easier for Lord Ludlow. It looks a bit more of an even speed as opposed to having a bit more pace up front to contend with. And Jason Brown retains the ride. The wide barrier should give him every chance of just rolling across the field, taking up an easy run and then proving really difficult to run down late. He clearly has the best sectional rating in this race, and I think he can go on at probably a little bit of value. Second pick, Zatorio, was huge first up behind a promising horse in Samizdat. Goes from Pinjarra back to Ascot, where it does have a good record. It ran a big 600 to 400 metre sectional last start, and I think if he gets a bit of momentum, he can be the main danger. 1, Cheston Flyer, was backed last start from an inside gate, and he gets that inside gate once more, and I think that will be all beneficial to this galloper. He can settle another pair forwards this time out. And then the 7 coming around. Look, this horse is capable of a huge last 400 and the 400 to 200 metre split. So if he gets any sort of wind-up room, it will be the one running on late. But for me, the 3, Lord Ludlow on top, from 4, Zatorio, 1, Cheston Flyer, and 7 coming around.